My solo debut album, The Block Is Hot, it came out the same month, actually 2 weeks before you dropped your second solo album, 2001.
Okay.
Now, 1999 was such an important year for us both. I was also featured on 2 hit records that dropped that year, Bling Bling and Back That Ass Up. You had a big year also, though, because not only did you drop the 2001 album that year, but you also produced Eminem's album, his second album, earlier that year.
Yeah.
Now,
we were 2 albums in at that time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I had him on the show recently. You know that man there, man. I took that man there, man.
I mean, come on.
Man, that man there, man.
He's over the top, amazing.
Now, what was your motivation after spending the prior 2 years not necessarily having the music connect the way you would have wanted it?
Well, you know, at that time, leaving Death Row in the whole nine, it was a lot that was going on in my life at that time. You know, I got married in 1996, had a son in 1997.
Cool.
And, you know, and then I had to like start a label, build a new crew, and that whole nine. And you can imagine how much work that takes.
Exactly.
And all these things are happening simultaneously, you know. So I just felt like the music I was doing at that time, it wasn't completely up to par. It was just something that we were working on and experimenting with. It you know, I think the album that we did at that time, the Aftermath record, the first record, it went platinum or what have you, but it wasn't my best foot forward. It didn't smash. I think Jimmy Iovine introduced me to Eminem, and that's when everything took off. You know, so it wasn't a 2-year empty span there. I was still busy.
Still putting it in.
I was a busy person. You feel me? So those are the things that were happening at that time.
That's what's up. Now, by the way, it was 1999, so why did you decide to call the album 2001?
Well, okay, that's a good question. I think at that time, I wanted to call the album The Chronic 2000, right? And my previous partners from Death Row, I heard that they were doing an album called The Chronic 2000. And it was actually Jimmy Iovine's idea to call the album 2001. You know, so I didn't really give a I thought the music was great. I thought that everything that we were doing was fantastic. And I just said, okay, it, what's in the title? You know, let's just call it 2001.
The music.
And it's almost like a shot at them. They called this 2000. I said, okay, yeah, that'd be great, 2001. So that's the story behind that.
It was still a step ahead in my eyes, just a step ahead.
Absolutely.
Being a step ahead.
That was the intention.